Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm so happy to be here with you today, and so happy to be with Madame Claudia once again. Thank you for being here, Claudia. Yeah.
Thank you so much, dear, for having me on your show today. Thank you again for rescheduling. I had some things come up last time you tried to have me on your show, so thank you again for
Oh, of
accommodating to
course.
my life
Always,
habit.
always amenable. Always amenable. We love having you. Yeah. So I know everybody's happy to have you back. And so, yes, put your questions in if you want to ask Madame Claudia any questions. I want to say hello to Jen Bowles and to Janet Bora Bora and our real good friend Trudy Shue. It's nice to see you, Trudy. And we have Tropical Empress Amanda and Phoebe Young and Lottie B and Willow's here. Hi, sweetheart. I hope happy trails. I hope you're able to find a job soon, sweetie. Also, we have Rossi and Tiffany Tisdale, Michelle Krantz, Laura Hammond Davis, Jenny S., Wade Woodruff, blessings. McGrill is here, Kim B., and already getting questions. Alrighty then. And we have Janet. Hi, sweetheart. Jenny. Oh, a birthday message for you, Jenny. Ooh, all right.
Ooh,
Yes, it is Libra. It is Leo season. Things are
yeah,
going to jumping up. All right, Willow. Got yours, and I got Tiffany's. And hello, Nightfall Waves. That's lovely to see you. Welcome to our show. And Ocean View. All right. Well, I already got 6 questions up here. Oh, Wade. Okay. There you go. And Amanda. Awesome. So I hope everybody's doing okay today. It's been a rough few days
oh
for
yeah.
at least in the United States, at least, but I'm sure other places. I do want to say that yesterday when I was talking, and I just told this to Madame Claudia, and she agreed that when I was talking to Val Klingenbeck from Dragonfly Crystal, she said what happened with President Biden was a timeline jump. So here we go, everybody. If you have never experienced one, you just did. So, as much as I really adore President Biden, and I didn't like the way it was done, I certainly welcome Kamala Harris. I hope President Biden relaxes and enjoys some retirement time with himself and his family. But it's time for us all to stand united, especially us women. So there you go. Yes, Carl, it was a timeline jump. Isn't that amazing? So, all right. So Carl, okay. Amanda Carroll, hello. Michelle. All right, Phoebe and JR. Heavenly. Oh, Sonia, good. I'm glad you're here. Just a little bit of a mention. If you would please send your thoughts, beautiful prayers, and energy to Sonia's daughter, Sophia. Sophia is a very young woman. She's only in her early 40s, and she had a stroke, and she's in the hospital. And she has been helped by our prayers a bit, but she still has issues she has to have dealt with. So send it along to her and to Sonia. We love you dearly. And yeah, and much love.
I'm
Much,
with you.
yeah, much love. Yes, Rhonda Q. Timeline jump is a great explanation. I thought so too. I thought Val was right on. Once she said it, I thought, okay. Apparently, Kamala, according to a lot of psychics, was probably going to take over anyway after 2 years. And so this is just a little bit early. So, yes, Amanda, you're right. It has been crazy. You made a reservation at a campground near the north coast of California. Oh, you're going to see the redwoods, are you, Amanda? I love the redwoods. Oh my God. You feel like you're about 2 inches tall compared to the
That's
redwoods.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Is that
they
the
are.
petrified forest? The
Yes.
redwood forest?
Some of it, I think, and in the desert, we have the petrified forest, but these trees are probably, some of them, they said, probably only came around the time of Christ. So we know that
Wow.
long time ago, and probably even before that, because of course we've been here so many millions of years.
Yes.
And so, yeah, but they are beautiful. Hi, Linda Kennedy and Teresa Levine. Katie Arbuckle, nice to see you. Thank you, Wade. Thank you for your prayers for them very much. Yes. All right. So, hi, Hypnicity. We got a good group of people here. This I guess it's this afternoon because it's afternoon time out here as well. And so, thank you. I think we have enough questions for a while. But Madame Claudia has been very busy packing up to make a move in her own life. And I'd love to make sure that we send her lots of love around that. And her birthday's coming up. So I want to say happy birthday to her as well. And yeah, always fun. Hi to Nita. Hypnicity, I just closed the questions. Not sure we can get to it. But yeah. All right. So Sonia, you just got off the phone with her, short call, and she is going to go to a rehab. That's wonderful. We're sending Sophia much love in her journey to rehab. Yeah. Yeah. Much love. We have to be grateful that she is here after going through and enduring that stroke as a young woman that she is. So much love. Much love. All right. So we have Rossi.
It's now up to 95 million.
Okay. My husband came in to tell me that the money donated to Kamala's campaign is up to $95 million.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
It's amazing is right. Yeah. So Rossi, a reading on spiritual growth. Absolutely, my dear.
Here we go, Rossi. Here we go. I have 2 decks. I'm working from the Energy Oracle card today, and I'm using my Rider-Waite to clarify. Okay, so just intuitively, just tapping into you. Spiritual growth is ongoing, always happening, ongoing. But you're also doing some physical changes in your diet also that have been facilitating you to have more clarity. So just giving you that as a little precursor. So I'm gonna tune into you really quickly here. See if we have any messages that will facilitate your spiritual growth. But if you're asking whether you're on the right path, you are. Anything and all that brings us joy, that brings us alignment to our higher selves is part of our spiritual growth. That is also when we grow in the dark as well. So the painful things that we go through, still growth, still very necessary. I'm getting a lot of earth with you, a lot of earth grounding. You're outdoors. You're really doing the work. You're really doing the work. So here we go. We're gonna get. So right now, the card I pulled for you was Thinking Woman, and this is my Queen of Swords card in the deck. So a lot of mental clarity at this moment, a lot of downloads, a lot of things that you're doing intuitively because you're open to the change that you want to facilitate for yourself in life. It's in the mental process. It's an energy at this moment, but you are embodying it with these physical changes that you're doing. Because I get you to be doing more physical changes. So you're following your intuition, whether it's intuitively eating or intuitively choosing what you want to watch. You're following that mental with the action right now. So that's what I got for you. Kind of like a practical sort of like approach to it, but very necessary one. So I hope that resonates with you, Rossi. I love your little cat picture there, by the way.
I know, it's so cute. Cute. So Rossi, I'm getting you going through the process of transmutation, which is taking something and working with it and bringing it into you and combining things, because that you are the ever loving student. And so they're noticing that, and they're telling you that you're also getting light codes coming down from the sun, whether you realize it or not. But these light codes for you, and look at this picture, show that you are cleansing. And so it sounds about the same as what Claudia said about eating and taking care of yourself and all those things. All these things combine to a cleansing just as much as any other type of cleansing. You're getting a cleansing from the sun too. So yeah, you limit your news. Well, you're a smart girl. You're a smart girl. So yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Rafi.
So we have a birthday message for Jenny. She had a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday.
Oh,
She's right on the
happy
cusp.
birthday.
Isn't that pretty
Yeah.
close to the cusp? Yeah, the cusp of Leo Cancer. Yeah.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
Although some people say there's no such thing as a cusper, I don't think so. I think that at the moment of time that you were born in, that is your map. So
Yeah,
if you have
true
a
that.
little bit of fire in there and a little bit of water, that's great.
Yeah.
That's going to help you be even more in tune, because sometimes us Leos are all action and we kind of skip through our feelings and we don't feel anything. We choose not to because it's painful, but not a
Sure.
Cancer. They don't do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's true.
Beautiful.
Very true.
So here we go with your birthday message. Right away, I'm getting a woman that's going to be connecting or has connected with you in the spirit realm. This is not a physical woman. She feels very nurturing and loving. So I don't know if you have anyone who's passed on that you connect with in that sort of way, but this is connected to home. So a very dear loved one could be a friend. I'm not getting it's a mother figure. I'm getting more along as like a friend that did pass. She would have been a little more elderly, not too elderly, but she did pass from an illness. So I'm getting that as a pop-in. Happy birthday. Whatever resonates, you leave. Whatever doesn't, you do not take, dear. So I'm just waiting here to get a jumper for you. Birthday message, apart from that loved one coming in. Blooming abundance. So
Wow.
abundance isn't just only monetary assets, but it is. But it's also
That's not what we
abundance
think
of
of.
energy.
Yeah.
It's also
Yeah.
energy and love and
Mhm.
communion,
Yep.
sharing. So this is a birthday message to you that although perhaps those that aren't here to be here in the physical for your birthday aren't here in the physical, they are here in spirit. This beautiful friend energy that's coming in, female. She is with you on your date to celebrate. You can specifically speak to them if this resonates with you telepathically and ask them if there's anything that you would like for them to let you know. But I'm clearly getting that it's a female energy. She's very lovely and she's here to pop in, pop out, kind of
That's
partake
cool.
in that in your
Yeah.
celebration.
Uh-huh. Awesome. All right. So I get you are at a crossroads right now. And I think every birthday gives us that opportunity to reflect back on the year we've had and look forward to the year ahead. And so that could be considered the crossroad. But this little raccoon is just so adorable. He's like saying, "You're there, and I was there with you partying." Honestly, I have here that you have the gift of healing hands, Jenny, whether you know it or
Beautiful.
not. Yeah, the healing hands can heal you and others with the ability to identify, clear, and purify imbalanced energy and replace it with fresh energy. So, if you haven't taken at least a Reiki class 1, which I have done, you can use universal energy to heal yourself if needed. And Reiki 1 will help you with that. And also, it helped me advance more into my gifts. Everybody doesn't resonate with Reiki, and you don't have to do it, but I believe that it's a wonderful tool to have. Finally, it says you are one with the I am presence. And look at how beautiful these are the light code cards that were sent from channeled with Raphael. And look, it's all this beautiful energy, and it's all the Buddha is in or the meditator is in a crystal ball, but look as far high as it goes. It goes all the way up and brings out all the energy at the top of the page. So happy birthday, my dear. I hope that you have a beautiful year ahead. Thank you.
Birthday.
Okay. Now leave me alone, please.
Okay.
All right.
Coming in with some more updates.
He said Kamala's the official Democratic nominee. They made it official today. So anyway,
There you go.
he's this politics man. You know, he's got to tell me all this stuff. All right. So Lottie B would love a reading. Lottie, what's the weather like in the UK today? Tell us. We'd love to know. Yeah. All right.
Here we go, Lottie.
Uh-huh.
Just let me tune into you really quickly here. Okay. I'm getting you. Okay, the first thing that came into my head right away, just tuning into your name, Lottie, was we're going back to basics. It's going to be practical this time. So whatever it is that you're doing at this moment that requires you to have that logical sort of like approach to things, you're going to take your time to do them this time. So whether it be going into a relationship with someone or you're actually starting something new in your life that requires you to do this, you're changing your approach to this. That's what I'm getting very clearly with that. You're changing your approach to the way you do things, the way you think, the way that you react. I got that very clearly. I'm changing my approach. It's going to be practical this time. Take my time. Take my time. I'm getting that very clearly. I'm just going to take out a card for you. Whether that be through finances and love, because I kind of got both cards. I'm choosing to take these two. Whether it's how to approach my finances in a practical way, or in the romantic sort of like whether it be self-love or an actual relationship, if that's what you're looking for. It could go either way. You're starting to do this in a practical way, logical way, from the way that you used to do this. It will lead you to a beautiful outcome by changing your approach. So I hope that resonates for you. If it doesn't, if it does, dear, you're in that Four of Swords, sort of like, just to clarify what I said, the Four of Swords energy. You're taking your time. That's what it is. Taking
your time. And you know what? We all need to do that because time is going so fast. If we don't make ourselves realize it and sit in the now, then it's going to be Christmas tomorrow.
Yes.
So what I got here is I got unity and get focused. And so there's that time element again. But you have the beautiful colors, and look at it. Looks almost as though orbs are surrounding you, and your aura is all lit up. It's gorgeous. It says stay focused, and they're telling me feathers, the element of air. There's something out there for you. I know that you. I believe that you are a piano player, and of course, for us to hear it, it's like the chords hit on the element of air. I'm going to say look possibly for a feather. If you've got a question and you're outside and you ask a question, ask for a feather, and the feather is there for you. And finally, they say, you're a humanitarian, you're the ultimate, and those who come to you come away better and happier through your selfless acts of kindness. So these cards are fairly new, and they really focus in on some of our gifts and some of our qualities. And so that's what I got for yours. You see feathers a lot, Lottie? Okay. Then that means that's your thing, I guess. Some people get dimes. Some people get, I wouldn't mind getting $100 bills. That would be okay.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Look, a message right there.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So Rooted Willow. Willow has been on the road. She had to leave a situation, and she wonders what she should do. Her son is living with her ex, but he's a teenager, and she wonders if the son is ready to leave the situation he's in with his dad and come with her. I think that's what that is all about.
Okay. So I'm just tuning into your into your energy right here, Willow. Just 1 second. As I'm saying this, I'm getting right here. I am getting very clearly that he's going to stick with dad for a little bit. And I know
Oh.
this is causing some pain. I know. I can feel it. But do not despair. I know you have anxiety about brainwashing, like saying things and him believing things. No. Children, no. And
Yes, they
children,
do. Yeah.
they will stick with the situation for the time being so that they can get like sort of a feel for it. If he does end up staying with dad, do not despair. He will come back to you. Take this as a timeout for you so that you can get yourself okay. You can get yourself safe, cared for, loved, back in balance, because you're come back with force. Your comeback, big comeback. Just want to put that out there for you. Right now you're needing to heal. So take that time. He's still okay with this, just because you and your ex did not work out does not mean that they're going to do it to them. This will give them time to get their head straight also. Sometimes we need that time apart. This was a very difficult situation for you. I do feel that it was very difficult. So just to get you first is what I want to say. Now I did get before the financial constraints card. It's going to be a little tight. Yes, he's not going to stay for long, but sometimes children need to go through like certain things so that they can make their own choices, so that they don't end up wondering. It is painful, but once you get yourself stable, you will be able to move faster.
I think so
for
too.
him.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So I got that for you. So just don't make any unnecessary like I know you wouldn't anyway with the money that you have, but use it to perhaps get a lawyer if you don't have one, or start appealing to foundations that will help facilitate you through what you're going through in whatever shape or form that is. If it's through a shelter or just some sort of an organization, I get that you need to start to, and I know you don't want to, but try to focus in on these services that will help. You'll get them over there. They'll come.
Yeah. Kim B, I didn't see your, for some reason, didn't see it. Could you put it back in, Kim? And I'll do you. If you had it earlier in the chat and I didn't see it, I didn't click it for some reason. I'm so sorry. Just put it back in, sweetheart. All right. So I want to tell you a little story, Willow, that it just came to me. When my son was 16, he didn't like where we were living. So he decided he was going to go live with his dad. Ripped my heart out of my body. My son and I never had a problem. Never. But he just made, so it was days and days of grief. Finally, I realized he has to live with him in order to see what he is, because he has to know him without anybody else telling him anything. He ended up living with him for about 1.5 years, 2 years, I think it was. And they haven't spoken since. I don't advocate for that really, but my son's 40 years old now. And they talk on each other's birthdays. Hi, how you doing? Happy birthday. That's about it. They just have they're so diametrically different that they don't get along. And so I'm only saying that because it's amazing. Once I let him go and I knew he could make his own decision and I trusted that, it was okay, but it was really hard. And emotional abuse is what he was getting too. My son could not have a snack coming home from high school unless he asked for it, if he asked his dad if he could. That's how sticky this guy was. I got the star, and the star is contentment. Your wishes are going to come true. You're going to have your son back with you. Your purpose is to renew right now, but don't lose hope. You are the Empress anyway, because you're the mother. You are the one that is nurturing, and your son loves you. There's no question. He wants to be with you, whether he can be right now or not. And the 7 of Wands I get, this is worth fighting for, is what I got. And it says, make a stand, face it head on. It's my life, and don't back down. So that tells me move forward. He'll be there, just like Claudia said. And you just have to trust the timing and know that he's the one that will have to make that timing decision for when he wants to come. But we all send him lots and lots of beautiful protection of pink and blue and bubbles. We want him not to be abused. And we want everything to be okay for all of you. So, yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Anyway, yeah. Thank you so much. Hi, Linda de Gonzalez. Sunshine, thank you for the donation. That's very nice. Kim B, did you put it back in, honey? Because if you were here in the beginning, I had closed the questions, but if you were here in the beginning, I'm going to take your question, okay? So Ocean View says, a message from my love, Tommy, who passed a few years ago. All right.
Here we go, dear. Now, I have to say, I have to disclose that if I'm not able to pick him up, does not mean that he's not connected to you. I just know that whenever we think of spirit, we think of our loved one, that is their way of letting us know that they are there with you at this moment in time. Because they don't physically come and manifest in front of us unless it's necessary for us to see them. But just tuning into Tommy here, I'm going to ask if he's here. I'm going to ask if I can tune into his energy for any messages. Just give me a few seconds here to tune in. So I got right away, does this, if this is Tommy who I'm tuning into, did this person like cars? Anything like that? Because I'm asking for specifics to make sure I'm speaking to the right person. They're showing me cars.
Let us know if that resonates. So
know in the chat if that resonates, so I know if I'm tuning into his energy. I just got cars. I got snowboards, snow activities, stuff like that. Okay,
She
so
said
if I'm tuning into the right person, okay. So thank you for validating that for me. Okay, this is very clear. They're watching you. They're watching you do stuff around the house, and you're talking, and you're doing a little dancing sometimes, like just little cute little things that you do in private. They're watching. They're there with you. They love you. Specific songs are coming up that resonate with you, that make you feel even more connected. It's coming in the set for music. For me, they're showing me music connection. So it's bringing you little bursts of like happiness here and there, because you do feel them. You do feel them. You speak to them all the time, and they're just validating for you that they hear everything that you say and you ask. Even when you're crying, they hear everything. They hear everything.
Wow.
So I'm just going to pull a card for you really quickly. And looky here, door to spirit. So if you were asking if you were actually connecting with them, you are. You're connecting to spirit. You're connecting to your loved one at this moment. You always do. Always. They hear and sense and feel you.
Oh, she says that's absolutely true through music. That's what happens to me, Ocean View. I hear music with my parents. I hear music, so I get it totally. Yes. Hi, Craig. But Jill says, "Oh boy, they watch us."
They do. They do. They do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hi, everybody. It's nice to see you.
Yeah, but it's in a cool way. They don't like, they're not lurking around and watching you in the bathroom. They're like literally, whenever we think of them and or something triggers us to think of them, it's because they're literally with us. Like they're connected to our heart.
I totally get it. I totally get it. It's wonderful. So I have the 5 of Wands reversed that says harmony and cooperation and solutions. And he says everything is harmonious between the two of us. Everything. And the funny thing about the word harmony is music. The word harmony means music. So there you go. There's another one. And here's a white-tailed hawk. If you see a bird flying with a white tail, doesn't have to be a hawk, but if you see a bird, that's him. He said, I love to soar above you when you're outside. Yeah. So yeah, he says that could be a message for you. So Oh, beautiful. Thank you,
That's
Ocean
beautiful.
View. It's wonderful to have you here. I haven't seen you in a little while, and I'm glad you're back. So thank you. All right. Hi, Linda Kennedy. Yeah, you caught me. I'm being silly again. All right. So Amanda, who has her own beautiful channel, wonders if she can get us general reading, please. Right?
Absolutely. And I
Yeah.
like this energy. I just, as soon as you said A, I already had it flip right through me. So I get, I get a lot of work's being done right now. A lot of
Mhm.
work with the community. You're doing a lot of community work. You're okay. This is what I got. It's very specifically to you. You're doing a lot of free work, free energy, workshops, sort of, but you're actually being very generous with your time. So if that resonates, thank you so much for being such a beautiful, beautiful anchor in your community. You're part of many communities, light worker. You're doing a very beautiful job. Your energy is just very light and just, I like it. So thank you so much for that little boost that I got from tuning into you. Specifically, I'm being drawn to your day-to-day habits. So there are some things connected to food that you are doing that perhaps are making you feel a little heavy. So if you're perhaps not eating, or perhaps if you are eating certain things that are creating a little bit of a heaviness in the body, you might want to not to. I'm getting that, whether it be maybe too much sugar or too much salt. I'm getting one of them is out of balance right now. So this will help you with your vibration, your frequency, so that you're not so tired, because I do get that you're working quite a bit. You're quite busy and you're in and out like a little butterfly all over. And that's just sort of creating some fatigue at the end of the day. We don't need to be that way, just a little tweak, and perhaps how much water we're intaking, and not just regular water. We need to have minerals in those water so that we don't drink it and then it kind of flushes through us. We need to
Like
put a little bit
smart
of
water. Yeah.
smart
Electrolyte.
water,
Yeah.
electrolytes, exactly, especially
Mhm.
with the heat. So please, if we can do little tweaks like that, it'll help.
Mhm.
But overall, I get you're doing a lot of
That's
good,
right.
beautiful groundwork.
And you ask the question and the guides out you. So there you go.
They
There's
will
no
out you.
secrets. There's no secrets. I know. So I'm getting two cards that are, oh, I'm sorry, you have cards. Go
No,
ahead.
no, sorry. I just wanted to
Uh-huh.
tell her she's highly connected to intuition right now, so she's
Mhm.
super psychic. So she knows she got at
Okay.
it. Go
She
ahead, dear.
did. No, that's okay. She says she's running in and out from two houses an hour and a half apart and physical therapy. Well, Claudia picked up on that because she's doing not the same thing, but very similar. She's busy in the background. So what I have here is very interesting. I have two cards. The first one is the fire element. It says you're very in touch with fire element and that their types of spells are wonderful for you. But then I get candle magic. So I don't know if you've done any candle gazing at all, but it says you have the ability to captivate the dance between the candle's flame and your intention and watch the magic unfold. So something to think about. But why do I think you probably already know this? You have the control room goals. So in other words, you know that you can bring in whatever it is that you want if you decide that you want that. But you can also bring in this, I'm thinking gifts, all these gifts that you have, they're just going to, go exponentially. But yeah, if you're eating the junk food, brings your vibe down. Ask me, I know. I had to give it up. So yeah. Oh, you love candles and are always drawn to them? That's wonderful. Well, that's why. Yeah. You do candle gazing, Vicky, when you auto write. Well, that's awesome.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. Hi, Linda Day Gonzalez. All right. So Wade Woodruff, anything on the Orion Belt directly above the Great Pyramids of Giza on August 8th, 2024.
Thank you for this. This is a cool energy I'm tapping into. Okay, so that would be for Lionsgate.
Yes.
Yeah, most definitely yes. Well, we have that portal coming in, but that portal starts to work and it's activated literally like not just on the day. That's the day that that's the completion, but it's the work that we do before. So yes, this is so funny because this kind of correlates to something else I said to someone not too long ago last week about at this moment they're going to be more visible. They're going to be more physically sort of like physical, these beautiful star beings that are here. They are all around the planet, but especially in Egypt because there is that portal there. There's also one in China, and there's the Bermuda, and there's many Mount Shasta, a lot of portals. But this specific one, there's going to be people there that are going to be doing the beautiful work there to sort of like grow from the energy. So the message that I'm getting is that we're actually going to be given some technology, some more technology, but it's not going to go into the hands of those who can control it. It's actually going to be given sort of like a, you know, when someone gets outed and then they put that information on the internet for everyone to see so that no one can profit off it. It's going to be given like that. Sort of like I'm getting like 369, so like Tesla doing this free info dump to the collective so that we can all benefit from it, and it's going to come in sort of like in the form of like technology. So something's going to be given to us in that way. So that's really cool. So I hope that resonates.
Wow.
And there's going to be confirmation because a lot of us are going to have it. We're going to know what it is, and we're going to be like, oh yeah, that's the info I needed right now. So,
Absolutely.
It has to do with their timeline shift. We're going through another one too. We're going to be having
really?
multiple timeline shifts. So we're going to feel it again. It's going to be kind of like
everybody has to admit when they heard the news that this decision was made, it was almost a visceral feeling. And so that's what timeline shifts do. And whether it be good or bad, it doesn't matter. It's just that you can really feel it. I also think Wade says, yes. I do believe, remember, this is 8, and then if you add 2024, it's an 8. So this is one of the most unbelievable lion skates right now. And I get that we can create and make our visions real. And I love that. So I think it's going to offer us the ability not only to make our visions real, but to believe we can. To believe that we are the ones that have always had the power we were told we weren't. That, oh, you can't do that. That's not true. So we're going to, this is, and it's wonderful to know there'll be more shifts to the positive side. So,
yeah. It won't be negative. We're going to feel a good shift.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, wow. That's really awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much, Wade. All right, Kim, I'm so sorry I messed up. So here we go, girl. Reading for you. You should have been read earlier, and I apologize.
Here we go. Okay, Kim, I'm tuning into you really quickly. I'm sitting at a kitchen table with you, and I'm telling you you got this. You're going through some stuff right now, and I never swear, but I said a swear word in my head. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
But I'm sitting at a kitchen table with you, and I'm trying to just show you the adjacent possibilities. That's what I got for you. The adjacent possibilities, things that you're going to have to review as far as options that perhaps were overlooked before because they didn't seem to be options, but that you can tap into now at this time in order to facilitate a decision that you have to make. Now, that decision could be anything pertaining to okay, so I get very clearly to your health. So whether you're going to, I'm visiting my son. Okay, so but this specific, thank you for saying that. But you're specifically also revisiting health issues, health changes, body changes, the way that you intake things, the way that things that you put into your body. So a lot of the self-care that's going on because there's something that's coming up that it's sort of coming up is slowing you down. So if you want to be good for the visit, we got to make some little changes there in our diet. Been getting a lot of that, just practical things like that, like food.
Mhm.
Yeah. So enjoy your visit with your son, revisiting adjacent possibilities and activities that perhaps we looked over before. Reviewing.
It's always nice to visit with a son, that's or your daughter, one or the other. I get here that you just you have eternal life. What everybody needs to know here is our soul is eternal. We just get a new car when our car starts to break down, and that's what we do with our bodies. That we can't maintain, so we have to do it. But we also have to take care of our bodies while we're still alive, and it's so easy not to neglect it. It's something that's sort of built into us. We're kind of lazy at times because we have other things on our minds. So, but don't scold yourself, everybody. Just make the choice to change those beliefs. I'm also getting the principle of correspondence, which means this corresponds to this, and you can see that it's the beautiful tree of life, and so it goes along with the eternal life as well. And in order for these roots, this tree to grow, you had to plant the acorns and move on from there. I have here that you have really good discernment. You can see situations clearly to help you and others and give great advice to things. So that means you have wonderful intuition. Don't ignore your intuition because it really has served you, Kim, throughout your lifetimes, multiple lifetimes. And it is something that we tend to think, oh, did I really think that? Or is that really true? Or is that just me making it up? It isn't you making it up. You have good discernment. So, yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much. And again, I'm sorry that it took me so long to get that reading there for you. All right. So Michelle says she applied for a job where I know at least 100 others have applied. Also, will I get an interview at least?
Okay. Just let me tune into you really quickly. Okay, this is what I'm getting. So whether whether your application was viewed or not, you should not attach yourself to just one possible outcome. Give yourself some slack, because what happens with redirection is if it's not suited for us, if we've put it out there that we want something specific and it does not meet those specific terms, it's not in alignment with us, do not think that this is the only position that it's probably a nice one, but if it doesn't work out, I'm just saying, not that I'm saying it won't, if it doesn't, do not think that there is something out there that is more suited for your needs at this moment. That's just a sideline. I'm just tuning in to see if it's being looked at. So, okay, so I get two cards here with the pentacle. I get a woman holding a pentacle, which is the Queen of Pentacles. She's grounded, she's stable. Trying to speak to the man with the pentacle, the very secure man. And I do see, I did get walking away. So to me, that means that, like I said before, if you do not get this specific outcome of like getting the job, do not attach yourself to that outcome. It's just not for you. It's not in your
right one.
So it's a protection. So there is a possibility that you won't get it. But by all means, things could change. Do not.
That's true. That's true.
Hold to what I'm saying.
We found that out this weekend, didn't we, everybody? Yeah. So yeah, always be open to that possibility that whatever's being said could change. I get you're going to find something you love, but not necessarily, because it's still a fluid situation. And that's exactly what Claudia said. In other words, maybe they haven't even gotten to your interview, your CV, or your references or whatever, but you are going to be rewarded eventually for your hard work, your teamwork, and your dedication to working. This is hard to find these days. There aren't a lot of people that go above and beyond what they're supposed to do at their job. They just do the minimum. That's not you. And somebody's going to reward you for that, honestly. So, yeah. Thank you so much and good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah. Just say the right job will find me now.
Yes.
There you go. Yes. All right, Phoebe. Thank you so much for being here. What is your path forward? The next, by the way, JR, Hypnicity, Liz, and Louise, and Carl. All right. So those are the ones I've got here. And then Sunshine. So just so I want you to know where you are on the list. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to burn through this so we get everyone. Okay, Phoebe, for you, what is my path forward? Okay, just intuitively tuning into you, Phoebe, your path forward has to do with actually realizing that whatever brings you joy, whatever sparks your interest, is a compass to what is for you. So if you're sort of like going through options right now, trying to see what it is that you're sort of like liking and disliking, use that spark of joy, that sort of like renewal of passions to propel you to forward movement. I'm getting right now that you're sort of feeling stuck, sort of like in a holding space right now, but that momentarily feeling that way, that stuckness that we're feeling, use it as an anchor to show you what it is that you want, because you haven't been clear. I'm getting you have not been clear about what you really want, because if you have, then you would know to get out of that state. You're sort of like pondering certain options right now. I do get that. Rest and rejuvenation is the card that I got for you. That is what you're being asked to do. So that's my upside down hangman in the tarot deck, the Rider-Waite. That's looking at things in a different way, a different perspective to see what it is that you really want. Be specific. If you're like, I want a car, what kind of car? A red car. Okay, be specific, make, model, and year, or else you're just gonna get a garbage can on wheels that's red. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I love saying that. I've said it to many people before in the past. Be specific with what you want. Envision it.
That's right. That's right. That's awesome. My apologies to everybody that their question either was like gone or deleted. It wasn't me that did it. Sometimes this happens, and sometimes the guides are kind of tricky. But anyway, I got you. So we'll get to you. So I'm getting that you're leveling up, Phoebe. You're leveling up into something bigger. It's like a graduation in a way. And that's really cool. That means you've been doing your work. You also got the Magician inverted. You're in the pre-manifestation state. So it says you need to make a plan. You need to think things out, and you need to write things down. Just exactly what Claudia said. Be specific what you want. They also said you have the gift of clairaudience, where you can get intuitive message from other dimensions. Remember, clairaudience doesn't mean there's a spirit back here going, hey, I got to tell you something. It's in here. And does it sound like your voice? Yeah, sometimes it sounds just exactly like your voice, but it isn't. All right. Trust the voice. Unless it tells you, it will never tell you something negative. So if it does, that's not your intuition. All right. Yeah. Thank you so much, Phoebe. All right, here we go. Nightfall Waves. We'll get you next. What's coming for love? All right.
I love these questions. Okay, here we go. Thank you. What's coming for love? You've been doing a lot of work on yourself. So becoming the love that you want to attract. Definitely getting that with you. Working on some past things that triggered you. You're being very introspective. I do get you recently. This is funny because I just cut the deck, and this is so cool. It's Angel of Love. This is my, if you want to attract a certain someone into your life with that love that you so know you deserve, give that first to self so that we attract the same. So we know what we want and what we need.
Right.
So you're in that process right now. That is exactly the process that you are in. You are getting yourself into an alignment so that you can manifest. And it's not just about manifestation. There is that person. We all have many soulmates in life, but this specific person, it's coming in soon. Please be patient, because I just pulled the card patience. It's coming. Okay.
It's coming. Oh
Thank
my
you.
God. I have the same cards as not, you know, the same message. I have here that you've been doing a lot of self-reflection and you've been doing shadow work. So that's what she said. You gave up. You're looking at things that may not be serving you anymore and you're letting them go so that you can make room for the Cupid's arrow. How about that? So you're going to meet this person and things are going to be pretty cool. But just be careful you don't fall back into shadow. And that would be anybody that's emotionally or energy sucking. So you don't want someone that says, for instance, you're dating them and then they say, where did you go? Who are you talking to? What are you doing? You don't want that. And you don't want someone that's overly, over your shoulder either.
Insecure.
Insecure. That's right. You need a love that is freer than that. So thank you, dear. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Oops, wait a minute. I'm sorry, Liz. I have to go to JR first. Can I get a reading for the rest of the summer?
Cool.
All right.
Okay. Yes. Here we go. And as I cut the deck, I got the Sun,
Oh,
New Beginnings, and I got the Chariot. This is my fast forward movement. So are you going somewhere? Are you planning a vacation? Because it's coming up that you're going to be fast forwarding to a fun place. So whether that be locally or literally going somewhere, I don't know if you're into camping or not, but just being out in nature, just giving yourself the time to really feel everything around you and see it visually is going to be like it's going to be like food for your soul. For the rest of the summer, you've had some moments where it's been a little like uppity, up and down. I'm getting it's going to be a little more stable coming into August. So just give yourself like a week or so. And if you are planning on going somewhere, it'll be somewhere where you feel happy. Even if it's like a day trip, I do see you going somewhere because the Chariot is fast forward movement forward, going somewhere, relocating. Okay.
wonderful. Yeah. So I got health and then shield. And I'm going to say just be careful when you're traveling that you mask up because there's COVID coming back and a lot of people are getting COVID. I mean, it's not going to probably kill anybody anymore, but I don't know. Entertainment purposes only. But we have to think about that as we're traveling. So if you are, make sure you take care of yourself. I get here that the Knight of Cups, that you're following your heart. So whatever it is that you're doing is what you meant to be doing, that you may get an invitation or you may be go to an attraction or you may be artistic, but perhaps also some of your psychic abilities might manifest themselves, or maybe you'll be going somewhere where there are people that are doing psychic work, like a convention or something like that. So, yeah. Awesome. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you, Jared.
Yeah. So hypnicity, is there a move for her in the next 5 years? Ooh, that's a long time away, honey.
Yeah, that's okay. Some
Okay.
some of us like to get our things going on in the yes. So
Okay.
just putting it out there. If you've already asked to want to relocate in the next 5 years, you can always manifest that. You have the power to create what you want your environment to look like, be like, feel like. I am getting for the moment stationary. The word stationary. You must stay in this place for the time being. I'm getting the word collecting. You're collecting information. You're collecting experiences. In this moment, you have some contracts that you have to go through with people, facilitate, because you want to get out of there, but you have to finish your contracts with these people so that you can move forward. It's so funny. They're showing me a Monopoly, like a board, like you cannot pass go, collect your $200 until you pay it. You go through this, we sit in jail a little bit for a little while there and marinate, and then we get out and you move forward. So I hope that makes sense.
Yeah.
It says
She's been trying for a while, to look for this permaculture farm.
It's coming, but you gotta wait. You gotta wait.
I get temperance inverted. It's a wait. Don't be impatient. Says the next one I get is judgment, which is heeding the call. So you're heeding the call. When the time comes, the call will be met. and you'll have an awakening, and your mission will move forward, and there will be action involved because OMG, Wheel of Fortune. Woo-wee.
That's a move.
Yeah. Yes, that's the move. That's the move. Yep. It seems like it's going to take forever though when you're in it, but yeah, it will be here before you know, especially with all these timeline jumps. Oh my word. All righty. So Liz and Awe, what do you need to change today?
Okay, so right away with change today, I get it's again, I don't know why I'm getting all these food changes. I guess
Because in the
we're all-
summer we eat junk. Maybe that's why. Yeah.
it's funny because I've been giving out readings all day today about food changes, tweaks, things like that, to bring in more clarity and energy. Like, because right now we're in this fast moving energy. We got to eat light, because we have work to do. So what can I change today? You can change perhaps. I'm getting very clearly you can change the way that you talk to yourself. So instead of it's very clear you've been a little abusive with yourself. So we need to be more gentle and not be so harsh with self-criticism. Just change the way that we talk to ourselves, because our body does react to the way we treat ourselves. And that can come in the form of what we eat, how we cook. Some people, when they eat certain people's food and they've been angry and they've cooked in anger, they will feel that. So be gentle with yourself. Just no one's perfect, and we grow into perfection as we perfect for our higher selves. But by all means, in this matrix, no one's perfect.
Right.
Just choose the way you speak to yourself.
So I got a really interesting one, Liz. I got you need to remain in the Tao of flow, which just simply means Taoism is sort of like you just live life like a river in a way. You just let it go, let it flow, and everything that you need will come to you. And it says this is what is a good balm for the soul. But look at this, Liz, because, Liz recently had a GoFundMe that she was able to get some offerings. And it's like the money that you got from the offerings are giving you a whole new path into the forest of what you need. So, I think you have a really, really good things going really well. But yes, make sure you eat right. Absolutely. Now we sound like your mother. I know.
And say kind things to yourself.
Oh, Carl, you are upset about, yeah, I know. When I get one of my worst qualities is that I have, I'm an emotional eater. So fortunately for me, I've been able to get away from that for about 6 months now, but that's one of my first things. And I know it. It's my shadow. It's my shadow saying, hello, we want to manipulate you, Anyway, hi, Louise. It's nice to see you. So, Carl, and then Sunshine, are you still here? I know that Carl is. All right.
Okay, so with Carl, we'll get right to it. Carl.
I mean, this is actually not Carl. This is Louise. This one.
Louise Coyote. Yeah. Okay, with
Yes.
Carl, I'll tell him after, but I get a guy with a cool car coming in, so we'll talk about that.
All right.
Okay, so Louise, just tuning into your energy. Okay, so with your guides have been speaking to you like right here quite a bit lately. You are understanding what they're saying to you. You're very highly intuitive. Have you thought about doing some journaling, because you will get a lot of messages through that, not just through us today, but you're getting a lot of messages through you could get more if you started journaling, if you haven't already started. The other thing is that your environment is actively showing you what needs to change in order to facilitate this new growth that you are embodying, which is quite beautiful, actually. It's a very lovely sort of like flowy energy coming through. You made a recent big change. So if that resonates, you let me know. Really cool energy. Thank you for allowing me to tune into you. I hope this message helps.
Yes. And I get here, Louise, that you are an earth angel. You've just been brought here to make a difference on the earth. Just your presence brings that happiness and that joy to others. Oh, I just love that. The second one is Two of Cups. So I get a loving exchange. It doesn't have to be lovers. It just could be a new person or agreement or being in sync with mutual feeling. Or it could be somebody that you love and just like are really getting along really well with. And that's always nice. You are being told you hold the keys to creation, especially of your own life. You hold the key to open up this door and create whatever it is that you want to manifest, and you just need to believe in it. So there you go. Beautiful. Thank you very much. All right. Now we got Carl. He says she was the one he ran into on the highway when she was already passed away.
Okay.
Yeah. But anybody else who wants to come, he says is fine. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for telling me that. So this person, cool car related, is coming in. So this is the person that you wanted to connect with. They're coming in because as soon as I heard you right there, that was it. They just want to say thank you. They're there with you. You have a way of collecting people.
He does.
Spirits. They find your vibe so cool. They stick around just to, be of service, really, because once we transition, once we go through our review, we can come back if we choose to, just to kind of hang out and be of service. And you have quite a following. You've got like a following. That's what I'm getting. A following of spirit, just tuning in, tuning out, actively connecting with you. And you're doing something with art with it. I don't know what it is. That's what I get. You're doing something, you're using that energy, and they're coming through like that. The voices are being heard. You're giving them life. They are there's healing in this creative process that you're doing with this art. I don't know what it is you do, but I do get it's creative work. It's art. It's whatever that is, whatever that comes
Maybe
up
it's
as.
something it's untapped, Carl. He's saying, what? Maybe it's an untapped ability.
It's coming in as creative work. So if you're a tinker, if you like to, I don't know, like collect stuff, or you like to read, but it's a creative energy, and that's what it's coming as. It's coming through as. And also like you're an avid collector of spirit, or coming in and they're hanging out. But yeah, it's a good energy. I don't get it to be benign or, I mean, evil or anything. It's good. It's good.
Oh,
energy.
he's a songwriter. Okay, there you go.
Well, there you go.
He does collect
cool.
cats, though. He has lots of cats. So
well, he's also collecting spirit, but it's cool.
Yeah.
They're there to hang out. They come and go.
Yeah. I get the saucer, and what it's saying is there might be somebody around you that is interfering in something. And interestingly enough, it's a female. Now, I don't know if that's your friend Vanjie. I'm wondering if it might be the lady that owes you the money, because it's a lady. But it's also this interference. It's like something's keeping her away from getting you the money. It says here that that's going to be short-lived. So I'm going to hope that, she maybe it would have to be another week, another month, another day. I don't know. But she'll come in and take care of her, what she owes you. So maybe it is Emma. I don't know. Okay. Thanks, Carl.
Thank you, Carl.
He says, that guy again with the car, that's amazing, So Sunshine, may I have a message? Thank you, Sunshine, for being patient and waiting till the end here. Oh, she's supposed to come this week? Okay, honey. Well.
Okay, Sunshine, here we go, dear. I like your energy. You feel familiar. Message for you from, see if any loved ones pop in here. I am getting a female who's popping in here. I'm just asking if it's a loved one or your spirit guide. I do get you being very psychic yourself, and tuning in to energies. You do this just by when you're driving, just sitting out there, if you're sitting anywhere, just kind of going into meditative state. This female energy that's coming in sort of feels like a guide. So if you've been asking particular questions at this moment, you will get that clarity that you need in order to make the right choices that are coming up for you. I got 2 jumpers here from my deck. I get caring connections and angel of balance. So if you're in a caring connection, or you would like to attract a caring connection to your life, I am getting that it will be facilitated, whether that be through a new friendship or an actual romantic partner. It's going to come in nice and balanced for you. Very lovely energy. I hope this resonates for you. As always, take what does and leave the rest.
It's wonderful. So, Sunshine, I'm getting an announcement, or I'm almost sensing that you're going to hear a bell ring. And I don't know if that's metaphoric or if that's out, it isn't something, if it isn't something that you hear every day is a bell ringing, you can hear it, every once in a while. But I'm getting that something's coming in, whether it be an announcement or a bell. And because you're at a fork in the road, it says, and you've been making tough decisions about where you want to go and what you want to do. But it says they're saving something for later. They want to help you with your skills, but they said, we don't want to overwhelm you. We want it to come in divine timing. This here says saving money, but money is energy, and energy exchanges can be very similar to this. So just stay the course, be patient, and know that it is coming for you. Yeah, it's coming. Just going to take a little time. Anyway. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thank you, Madame Claudia. You're always a doll to come here and help these people out. And
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for your questions, for allowing me to connect with you on this beautiful hot day.
Yeah.
As always, Aley, thank you so much for inviting me on this beautiful platform and connecting me to all of your beautiful friends. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. And thank you, moderators. And thank you for the donations, Sunshine. Bye-bye.